When it comes to a healthy diet, there are countless opinions, facts, and considerations to take into account. But if you have high blood sugar, you need to be careful about what you choose. Wondering what foods you should be avoiding? Stay tuned for more information on finding unprocessed foods, examples, and tips to help you take on the grocery store. So, let's get started. 1. Sweetened cereal. First, watch out for sneaky sugars. They're hiding in things like cereals and salad dressings. Look for words like syrup or sugar on the label. For people with diabetes, breakfast is essential because eating the right food can help you start your day with stable blood sugar. However, while breakfast cereals are a convenient way to get in a meal, they can unfortunately also be a high-sugar food. Some cereals contain as much as 18 grams of added sugar per cup. Not all breakfast cereals are high in added sugar, but the ones that do are usually pretty easy to spot. Avoid cereal with frosting and artificial colors, but read labels. You're better off limiting processed foods when you can, but that's not always feasible. Whether it's breakfast cereal, crackers, or snack bars, certain keywords can help you find better options. In general, check the packaging for these words: whole grain, whole wheat, sprouted grain, high fiber. Doctors recommend choosing foods with at least 3 grams of dietary fiber and fewer than 8 grams of sugar per serving. Not all cereals are off limits. The best breakfast cereals for people with diabetes are those with low or no added sweeteners. Alternatives: oatmeal is a great whole grain, hot cereal option. You can dress up oatmeal in a variety of ways, including with apples and cinnamon, berries and nuts, peanut butter and bananas. 2. Sugary drinks. Next, be careful and think about what you drink. Many people pay attention to the carbohydrates in foods, but forget about those in beverages. Carbohydrates in energy drinks, soft drinks, fruit juices, fruit punches, and fancy sweetened coffees are rapidly processed by your body and can quickly make your blood sugar levels shoot up. Avoid sweetened beverages at all times to optimize blood sugar control, especially if your blood sugar levels are already high. Sugary sodas and fruit juices can make your blood sugar spike. Sugary drinks, like sodas, lemonade, sweetened teas, and sports drinks, are full of added sugars. Added sugars and naturally occurring sugars, like those in fruit, have the same effect on the body. They include cane sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, honey, maple syrup, fructose, and sucrose. People should limit their added sugar to less than 10% of calories per day. People with diabetes need to be even more cautious when it comes to added sugar. Alternatives: instead of sweetened beverages, try these sugar-free alternatives like sparkling water, flavored or unflavored. Water with slices of citrus fruit, cucumber or berries, sparkling water with a splash of juice, ice-cold water, try keeping a jug in the fridge, milk or unsweetened milk alternatives, unsweetened tea. 3. Processed fruits. Now, let's talk about processed fruits. Processed fruits include dried fruit, dried raisins, cherries, cranberries, and apricots, jams, and canned fruit with syrup. While dried and canned fruit can be a nutritious addition to your diet, read labels carefully and watch portion sizes. People tend to eat more dried fruit in one sitting than they do a whole fruit. There's a reason dried fruit is so sweet and delicious. It's a form of highly concentrated sugar. Just 1/4 cup of raisins, for instance, contains 29 grams of sugar. Alternatives. You can enjoy processed fruit in moderation, but the serving size may make other options more appealing and filling. Instead, canned fruit packed in its own juice, whole fruit, or nut butter topped with chopped fruit may be good options when you have diabetes. 4. Condiments. Next on our list are condiments. Condiments like ketchup, barbecue sauce, salsa, and salad dressings are often loaded with sugar. For example, ketchup has almost 4 grams of sugar per tablespoon. It may seem like no big deal since most people use condiments sparingly, but eliminating or replacing condiments with lower sugar options is an easy way to reduce your overall sugar consumption. Some sauces used for pasta and Asian sauces used to flavor rice also contain a lot of extra carbohydrates in the form of sugar. Alternatives. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to find no sugar-added condiments, including ketchup. Some people even enjoy making their own. 5. High carbohydrates, pasta, rice, and packaged baked goods. Last but not least, be careful with carbs. Too many can make your blood sugar go up. Foods made from flour, whether it is refined or whole grain flour, can be problematic if your blood sugar levels are high. Even unsweetened bread and baked goods, such as rolls, croissants, and biscuits, contain a high amount of carbohydrates because of the flour. Sweetened baked goods, such as pies, muffins, cookies, chocolate croissants, and cakes, have even more carbohydrates because of their added sugar. The starch from the flour, as well as the sugar, can cause a significant increase in blood sugar levels. Although pasta and rice do not contain sugar, they both contain a high amount of carbohydrates in the form of starches. For example, the carbohydrate content in 3 cups of cooked spaghetti or rice is equivalent to that of 9 slices of bread. Avoid eating rice or pasta if your blood sugar levels are elevated, or stick to a very small serving size, no more than 1/3 to 1/2 cup per meal. Alternatives. When choosing whole grains, consider these foods, which take longer to digest and help keep your cravings at bay. Brown rice, quinoa, and oats are tasty, low-sugar foods that will help you meet your daily recommended fiber intake. Now the question is, how do we find unprocessed foods in the supermarket? The following supermarket tips will help you find unprocessed foods with ease. Read labels. Unprocessed foods will usually contain only one easily identifiable ingredient. In the case of fruits and veggies, there might not even be a label to read. If a food item is packaged, check the box for a list of ingredients. Look for foods with very few natural ingredients. Shop fresh. Processing is a common way that manufacturers make foods last longer. To prioritize unprocessed foods in your diet, you may have to shop more often as a compromise for eliminating unhealthy preservatives. Shopping for fresh foods will maximize their nutrient content and help you find unprocessed, whole products. Shop local. Locally grown produce, farm-raised meats, and other food products will likely contain fewer preservatives and be less heavily processed if purchased locally. This is also a great way to support your local farmers. Cook from scratch. Making your own food might be more time-consuming, but it is a tried-and-true way to ensure that your diet contains a variety of whole and unprocessed foods. Selecting ingredients individually enables you to take control of your food's preparation and ensures that you're eating a top-quality diet. In addition, you can choose methods of preparation, such as baking instead of frying or steaming instead of boiling, which maximize your meal's nutrient content. Compromise wisely. There are plenty of minimally processed foods that are an essential part of a balanced diet, such as olive oil and canned beans. Therefore, it's important not to count all processed foods out. It's only natural that you'll be tempted to incorporate more processed foods into your diet every now and then, whether to save time or satisfy a craving. However, there are ways to do this without compromising the integrity of your diet. When selecting prepared foods, look for options made with whole, natural foods. These options, though processed somewhat, will still fall under the minimally processed category of food items and pack a significant nutritional punch. There we have it. 5 foods to avoid in the supermarket if you have high blood sugar. With these tips, a diabetic patient can make smarter choices to keep his blood sugar in check. Remember, it's all about making healthy choices and taking care of yourself. So, next time you're at the supermarket, remember to read labels, choose wisely, and keep your health in mind. Until then, enjoy our more healthy videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.